So JD Vance, best known for looking more like a garden gnome than a human, second best known for running for the U.S. Senate, I would say at this point, from Ohio, had something really interesting to say about the French election that just happened this past weekend. JD said on Twitter, and I'll quote, "I have a buddy in France." And they, first of all, he doesn't have a buddy, but okay. And they just had an election there. Polls closed a few hours ago, and they already know who the winners are. Must be nice to live in a first world country. Okay, what shall we do with that? Remember when Republicans used to think that John Kerry was evil because he looked suspiciously French? And they were just so damn mad at the French for refusing to go in and invade Iraq with us after 9/11 that they changed the name of French fries to freedom fries in the cafeteria, the Capitol Hill cafeteria. And yes, I'm serious. If you didn't know this, you're young and you weren't alive. They actually did something that f***ing stupid. That's what they used to think of the French. Now they're in love. Polls closed a few hours ago, and we already know who the winners are. Must be nice to live in a first world country, says JD Vance. Do you know what else they have in France? I thought it'd be interesting to tell them. They have no electoral college. So, the person who wins actually wins. They have equal time for candidates on TV, so you don't just get one guy raising money from, say, the Koch brothers or Peter Thiel, who's put $10 million into a super PAC for good old JD, and dominating the airwaves that way. They get election day off for voters. That's just the differences in elections, and there's a lot more. Their election season is shorter. It's not as insane. They black out for the right before the election. They won't allow any coverage so that they can't get hacked by the likes of Vladimir Putin, who JD Vance likes to seem to well, let's just say he likes to parrot him a lot. But you know what else? He's such a huge fan of France right now. I thought I'd tell him a couple other things they've got. They've got guaranteed healthcare, best healthcare system in the world, cheaper than ours. Everybody has it. Fantastic, sane gun laws. Yeah, no person's allowed to carry a gun publicly in France. You can get a license, sporting license, to get a rifle or a shotgun to go hunting. You need a psychological evaluation for that. Good luck, JD. What else do they have? Well, they banned the death penalty in 1981, deciding that, that's too barbaric. You get 5 weeks of vacation, guaranteed off from your job. Maternal leave is 16 weeks, 6 weeks before you have the baby, 10 weeks after. Paternal leave is 25 weeks. They have much stronger unions. And of course, we could go on and on and on about the differences between France and here. And really, in the end, the difference is France never had a Republican Party. Because if we hadn't, we would probably have all of these things too.